And today is the culmination of the tapestry project. I'm delighted that we have 9 Grand Masters and Deputies of Masonic Orders. They include Most Worshipful Brother Christine Chapman, who is the Grand Master of Women's Freemasonry, together with 10 Provincial Grand Masters and Deputies and other Grand Officers and members of the Order. I'd also now like to introduce the creator of the tapestry, which is Jacky Puzey, Barbara Pollard, who she is chair of the Athelstan First King of All England Trust, by Sharon Nolan, who is chair of the Athelstan Museum in Malmesbury.
One of the ones that we can be sure of that was crowned somewhere here under your feet in a church building, crowned and then proclaimed in the marketplace after the coronation, was Athelstan in 925 AD. And as you all know, by the time he finished his reign in 937, he had made England the shape that it is now.
And to be present today in what is to us and to All Saints a very historic occasion about the Seven Kings project. I'm sure that you have all admired the embroidery and the exquisite skill and artistry of Jacky, but also is now firmly part of the history of King Athelstan and the history of this church. It is, after all, where England began. Equally via our traditional history, so has Freemasonry. The millions of men and women who practice the art of the craft must thank King Athelstan for a glorious decision he made in the year 926. That year he called the legendary Grand Assembly of Operative Stonemasons at Etherwick, modern-day York. Here the rules and charges to regulate the work and conduct of stonemasons were set down. King Athelstan the Glorious is the father of English Freemasonry, and we are proud to play a part in recognising his glorious legacy. 2 other grand institutions, the Athelstan Museum, represented here today by Sharon Nolan, and the Athelstan First King of All England Trust, represented by Barbara Pollard, both located in Malmesbury, the final resting place of our beloved King. Barbara and Sharon, we made a pledge to you that we would fill our obligation to ensure that the sword was forged and in place before the Athelstan Week in 13th of June next year. So without further ado, I'd like Right Worship Brother Lionel Mee to come to the front and to present you with the final cheque which will complete our obligation to the Athelstan Museum and to Barbara through the chair. It is the 3rd of September. We all gathered here. On the 3rd of September, Athelstan, his entourage, were all gathered here. Separating these 2 important gatherings is a little matter of 1,096 years. Over there was Archbishop Athelm, rehearsing his new order with a crown in his hand. There, maybe there, was Prince Edwin, the half-brother of Athelstan, already plotting with a nobleman called Alfred to blind the soon-to-be king and to seize that crown for himself. Tomorrow morning, just over there, seated above the coronation stone, he will finally become King of Wessex and Mercia, the noble stone. Within 12 years, he would not only be the first king of all of England, but he would also stand unchallenged as the Emperor of Britain, Rex Totius Britanniae. And today we have witnessed a remarkable step in the history of King Athelstan, which is 1,096 years of age and still going strong. Congratulations, King Athelstan. Thank you very much.